Oh, hello. It's Charles here. I'm pretty good, thanks. Yourself? Yeah, pretty good. Today, I'm gonna... Oh. Hang on. What's with that scary music? Oh, hello, Mr. Shark. You look pretty hungry. What a coincidence. For some strange reason, there just happens to be a naked lady swimming just above me. I'm sure you'll find her more nutritious than me. I'm full of junk food and probably not the healthiest human to eat. Phew. Jaws 3D resin art. Okay, to start off, we need a reference, 'cause it's kind of hard to make something from a reference if you don't have a reference. Then I printed it out the size I wanted it, grabbed myself some Super Sculpey, and got to work. I started with our glamorous swimming victim. She was only tiny, so it shouldn't be too difficult, I think. I began working in the basic shapes, adding the arms and legs and working on the general form. I was really starting to get some momentum and I was liking where it was heading. Then I started all over again. Yeah, I wasn't feeling it. It happens to the best of us, but you gotta jump straight back in. So I continued working on her body again, paying extra attention to not touch those rude bits too much. What can I say? I'm a gentleman. I continued sculpting, shaping, adding, smoothing, until we had our finished piece. Wow, look at that hair! Now for the shark. For this, we're going to use monster clay. It kind of looks like chocolate, but it's not. It's monster clay, I promise it is. You can also use a little wax pot. That can heat it up too, get it nice and soft. That's good for if you just need little bits. And we're probably going to use some tools. And, oh yes, how about this? Little blowtorch gun. They're pretty good. They heat it up and stuff, make it melt. So anyway, I put down some baking paper and then I started to put the chocolate on there. Monster clay. It's not chocolate. It doesn't taste like chocolate. Trust me. And so I worked it for a little bit and made it to the size, kind of. And then, yeah, I wasn't really liking it. So I started all over again. Yep. This time I built it up little bit at a time, piece by piece. Yeah, it took a little while, but yeah, I just wasn't happy with that first effort. I continued building it up until I had our basic shark shape. There you go. Now it looks like chocolate. Maybe not Cadbury or a fancy brand, kind of more like one of those cheap ones you get from the $2 store, or on the clearance shelf because it's been banged up too much, or it's just about out of date, but still a little bit chocolatey-ish. Oh, hello Mr. Shark. Then I got a serrated edge tool, see, like that. It's pretty sharp. And we start carving away at the... Oh, it's pretty hard, isn't it? Oh, this may take a while. Maybe I'll choose a different tool. We'll try the blade. Yeah, nah, this is going to take a while. Try a different tool. Yeah, nah, still not working. Back to the serrated edge tool. Yeah, keep going. Oh, this is going to take forever. It's time to pull out the big boy. This one will take a lot off. Anyway, so I just kept continuing with that. Carving, scraping away. Just refining the shape, getting it all the way I want it to look. You know, so it looks more like a shark. Then I got the blowtorch on it and tried to smooth it out with that. Except I kind of probably had it still a little bit too much, not refined enough. But it kind of worked a little bit. And then I cut the mouth into two separate parts because we're going to mould this in two different bits. See, like that. And there we go. Once he's all smooth and ready to go, and the two different parts. We're going to put some teeth in there. Oh, hello, Mr. Shark. Ooh, this should be scary. Oh, and I did his mouth inside. It's probably not anatomically correct, but it kind of looks alright. Right, now for the teeth. I rolled out some super sculpting, cut it into strips, and cut out some little teeth. Then I baked them so they're nice and hard, and then I put them inside the jaw thing in his mouth, see? Like that. You just put them in there. It's pretty easy. And then we had our finished shark, all ready for mould making. Oh, hello, Mr. Shark. Oh, actually, it's not finished. He's got to have some eyeballs or he can't see, can he? I put some ball bearings in there and kind of smoothed some clay around there and got it looking pretty good. Okay, time for the mould making. Put her in a little tub, so that'll be a good one to make the mould with. And then we basically break her into two halves. We don't break her, but we split her up into two halves. Then I got it all in the tub and put some ball bearings in there to add keys and those sticks. That's going to help air escape. Yeah, it's pretty good. Then I got some Plaster Gel 10 and some red pigment so I could see when it's mixed properly. And then we pour the silicone. Got to have the same amount. Put in the pigment and hey, what's going on? Oh no, my camera's overheated again and switched itself off. Hang on, I'll fix this. Oh, whoops, I think that's the wrong button. Maybe I'll try this one instead. Oh, rightio, we're back. And the first half is done. Just like that. Then I had to pour some more silicone. Add a little bit of pigment. Give it a mix. And pour the second half. I chucked it in the pressure pot. And then we had our finished mould. Yep, it got a little bit stuck. It's a bit hard to get it out. Right. Then I mixed up some resin. Oh, there's a little bit more. And I got a little syringe because I'm going to inject this into the mould just so we can push out all those bubbles. See, it's pretty easy. You could do it too if you want. See the bubbles come out? Beautiful. Then we pop that in the pressure pot. Let it set. And when it's done, we finally have a copy of our swimmer. See, just have to get these bits out. And there she is. Just need to clean up all the flashing, and there it is, a copy of the girl. Now for the shark. For this, I decided to do a matrix mould. What is a matrix mould, you might ask? Well, it pretty much just means a mould that has a supporting jacket. In this case, our jacket will be plaster. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of jacket you wear when it's cold. No, that would be silly. You can't wear a jacket made of plaster. Well, actually, technically, you could wear a jacket made of plaster, but I would imagine it would be pretty stiff and uncomfortable. You wouldn't be able to move very well. Kinda like me on the dance floor. Yep, I can't dance. I was born with 2 left feet. Really? 2 of them? I'm not lying. Anyway, a matrix mould is pretty much just a mould you make in 2 halves, and you make plaster jacket on the outside of the 2 halves, and then you kind of take the clay out and pour silicone in, and then turn it over and do it again. It's pretty complicated. Maybe I could do a future video where I go in depth into how to make a matrix mould. Would you like to see that? I could probably do it. I could. I'm not lying. I could do a video for you. Just let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a matrix mould video. So there's the first half done. So now I pretty much just put that other jacket on the other side on top and pour in the second half. See, that's the jacket. And once it's done, you should have a mould with two halves. Except there seems to be a little problem here. There seems to be some voids where the silicone didn't quite fill right up. I might be able to fix that. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to stick the moulds together again and pour some silicone in there and hope it fills up all the voids. Come on, silicone, get in there. You can do it. Come on, please. I don't want this to wreck. I don't want to have to start again. Anyway, I filled that up. And I crossed my fingers. Pulled it apart. And it all worked out fine. Phew, that was close. I nearly had to start all over again. So, using our matrix moulds, we made a copy of the shark. And I also had to make a matrix mould for the bottom teeth as well, so I did 2 matrix moulds. And there we have our shark. Oh, hello, Mr. Shark. Then I proceeded with removing the seam and just sanding him up and making him look a bit neater. Nothing too much, nothing serious, just a bit of spit and polish, you know. Then we were on to the painting. It's pretty much self-explanatory that. You just put paint on the brush and put it on the shark. Pretty easy. Don't think I need to really explain this one to you. What do you think? Does that look like Jaws? Now I just got some acrylic sheets and cut them out and made like a little box to put him all in. Because we're going to pour resin in there, so he needs to be encased in something. I made the little silicone air bubbles there that I put in there. And the girl, she's kind of submerged in silicone, so I can just pull her out easy. Yeah, stuck it all together. Pretty easy, use some clamps, bit of hot glue around the edges, don't want it leaking. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now for the resin. For this we're going to use Clarity Ultra Clear Casting Resin. So what we have to do is mix up some resin. Add the pigment, add a little bit of blue, And a little bit more blue. Thought maybe not blue enough. Let's add a little bit. Oops, too much. Okay, now that's going to be really blue. Then we poured it in. Oh, it's pretty exciting. Then I got the heat gun and burst all the little bubbles that came to the top. So far, so good. Everything's going to plan. Whoops. Looks like I spoke too soon. I came back to check on our little project, only to discover it was boiling like a volcano. This footage is only the tail end of it cooling down. Our poor shark never stood a chance under such conditions. Poor little bugger. You can see how his top lip has started to burn. He is well and truly cooked. And at the back, it must have got so hot that the shark started to liquefy and melt into the resin. Looks like it's back to the drawing board. We gotta start again from scratch. Which is exactly what I did. Okay, another shark, another attempt. Hopefully this time I don't stuff it up. This shark actually looks better. I think I like his paint job better, so maybe this has turned out for the best. So I taped it up again. Mixed up some more resin. Added the pigment. But this time, I only did it in like really small layers. I think I did about 5 different pours. And there we have it. It's a little bit warped. The heat must have caused the acrylic to kind of cave in a little bit. I don't know. Now I've got to try and fix that. Gee, can't figure it out. Oh, and great. Now one of my rubber bubbles got stuck in there. I have to try and get that out too. Anyway, I squared it up on the sander and got it nearly square enough. Maybe I can save this thing. I do have to kind of paint her again though, because I kind of sanded some of the paint off her. But there you go, I painted her back up again. You can't really see it. It's kind of hard to colour match paint when you've been mixing skin tones. Then I brushed on some more resin, and voila, you can see through it again. Once that was done, I got some gel medium and made some little waves and splashes and stuff. I thought that might be a nice little touch. Looks pretty good, I think. And now for the final reveal. Hold on, stop. We're not done yet. I also made a little display cabinet for it. Out of wood. Yeah, that's right. I did some handyman stuff too. Building the cabinet took just as long to make as it did to make the shark, if not longer. But to be honest, it was my first attempt at woodworking and I stuffed it up heaps. There's probably way too much footage to show you in this video. In fact, I could probably make a whole video on that alone, or probably start a whole new channel. Oh, that's a good idea. I could start my own woodworking channel, and I could play like a character so people wouldn't know it's me. I'd call it Frank's Woodworking Show. Yeah, I can picture it now.
Hello, it's Frank here. This is a bit of wood. Now we're going to cut the wood. This is another bit of wood. We're going to cut that too. See? Isn't woodworking fun?
Yeah, nah. Probably not the best idea. Let's get on with seeing the finished piece, huh? You know what? I'm not happy with this. Nope, I can do better. I promise I will. I guess I'm just going to have to give this away to a lucky subscriber. Let's see, how can I give this away? Oh, I know. Just let me know in that section below. You know, the one where you can type things and stuff in, just down there. Just let me know how many times I said the word Jaws in this video. It's that simple. Oh, I just said it again, didn't I? Does that also count? I think it does. Anyway, if you want a chance at winning this, one-of-a-kind shark thingy, then just write it down there. Oh, and before I forget, make sure your YouTube account has some kind of contact details available. Or if it doesn't, then head over to Things and Stuff Facebook page and find the post with this same video link, and in the comments there, let me know what your YouTube username is and what your comment was. But make sure you post it to YouTube if you want a chance to win. Because if I pick you as the winner, I need to be able to contact you. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I'll get better at this the more I do it. I'm getting there, slowly. I wonder what's coming up in the next video. 'Cause Charles makes, Charles creates figs and stuff. Figs and stuff! I just make figs and stuff, yeah.